You are now watching Now That's TV.
Hey, you guys, it's Mehgan James, and you are now tuned in to the Hollywood Group Chat podcast. Period. And today we have a special guest. Her name is Kiyomi Leslie.
Yes.
You may know her from Love and Hip Hop. Kiyomi, you can introduce yourself, tell people where they can find you at.
My name is Kiyomi Leslie, and people can find me on Instagram at Kiyomi Leslie. Everything is Kiyomi Leslie, so it's not hard to find. You know me from growing up hip hop with Bow. You know me from loving hip hop with Shooter and that whole thing. And Instagram,
Yeah, for sure.
Instagram.
You are one of the prettiest girls on Instagram.
Thank you.
You are
You too.
very beautiful.
Baddies link up.
Period. Okay, so I like to start off all my guests with a game. So we're gonna play this or that. Would you rather be famous or just be a regular person?
Oh, that is hard. I love the perks that come with being
That
famous.
coin come?
Yes.
Yes.
I love the perks. But when it comes to like privacy or like going through things, I would want that private life of being a regular person. Like, cause we all go through things. And
So what would you rather see?
Famous. I'll just famous.
No, I agree with you. Like, I would rather be famous than a regular person
Yeah.
because, like, of the perks. Like,
Right.
the more fame, the more money.
Right.
Okay, so would you rather be a liar or a thief?
A liar.
Why?
Because I don't want to be known as a thief. Like, I feel like a thief is a low person. Like,
Under a liar?
Under a liar, because
But you know scammers are thieves, right? And we love the scammers. Well, I do.
speak for yourself. Yeah.
I said I do. I love the scammers.
Yeah, not saying that I don't have a problem with the scammers, like, please. But no, I just feel like I would rather be called a liar than a thief, because I feel like your morals are different when you have to steal things from people. Like,
Period.
you have to go low. Like, if you leave your purse right here and
Like-
I'm like a thief, you'd be like, damn, I gotta hide my purse from her. She's a
Right,
thief.
I get it.
If she's a liar, then you can kind of,
Like, you can work your way through that.
you can work through being a liar.
Okay, so would you rather lose your ability to see or hear?
I think, see?
Why?
Oh, it's gonna sound so bad if I say why. Like, it's because I feel like sometimes when you lose your hearing, you talk different.
So you feel like you would rather not see?
Yeah, I would like to sound the same, because sometimes
Oh, bitch. I gotta see, bitch.
But
You gonna be like this? Like, you rather
okay,
be
so
like
am
this?
I blind? Because some people are blind, but they can still see, like glasses. So am I blind, like Stevie Wonder blind? Like,
Do you know that Stevie Wonder still
not-
cheated on his wife and he was blind?
that would make
See,
me
that
feel
it's
real
the
low.
niggas for me because
It's-
what?
Yeah, she stayed with him through a disability.
She did? I mean,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
But-
know. The disability is not the problem. I would, like, would you date somebody in a wheelchair? I would.
If they were good to me.
If they were good to me, I would.
Like, it depends on the chemistry. Like, if the chemistry is there, like, because you could be dating somebody right now and then they can end up in a wheelchair.
And I
so
would-
will you
I would
stay?
stay.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So,
As long as the dick works still.
yeah, for sure. Because we all need sex. That's a vital part of a relationship for me. Good sex. But anyway.
But before we really get into this segment, I have been wanting to ask you this question. Probably been about since like 2015 or 16.
Okay.
Okay, so I know you dated Bow Wow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had remembered, because I be remembering everything.
Oh, Lord.
I had did a
The date for that is like 2017, though.
Okay, we're gonna give it
Yeah.
2016,
Okay,
17, 16,
okay,
17. I had remembered that I had I did a feature song with Soulja Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like, some, like, viral video came out of, like, me and Soulja Boy, like, kicking it. And he was just like, it was, like, some flirty shit that dropped on the Shade Room.
Okay.
And I saw you at Bow in that post. Like, did he say something about, like, why did you do that?
I can't even remember it. Like, if you show me, like, the picture or something, because I can't really go back to.
So
5
has he
years
ever
ago.
said anything about me or
No,
or
I've never.
because I was like, this is really weird. It's just like,
Maybe it was funny, or was
Oh.
y'all talking about, like, because you know how sometimes you at your friend, like, me and him get on
Because it was giving like she dating your homeboy. That's what it was giving. And I'm just like,
no. Y'all dated? You and Bao dated?
no, we never dated.
Oh,
We were
okay.
just cool, you know.
no.
Like we had like a
didn't-
cute little like friend flirty
Bao
relationship.
is a hoe, so I know like most of the girls like.
But he like pretty girls.
yeah,
though.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, you talked to him, maybe that's why. But
Yeah.
nah, he never said anything. To
Okay, so we good.
It must have been just about social.
It was at the time that you guys were dating.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally, in that specific post, you literally added him, and I was like, why? I was like, I'm not fucking this nigga. Why?
But it was probably something to do with Soulja Boy. Like, was he talking about something, or was it like a music video or something?
No, we was honestly, we were in a hotel room, and he was just like, you Balenciaga something. What was it? Balenciaga beautiful. That's what he said. And I was like, boy, get out of my face. It was like just a little cute, little flirty video.
I don't know. It probably.
And you literally added him, and I was like, why would she do that? I was like, maybe she think that I'm fucking a crew. And I'm like, no, like that was so 2000, like
One thing about me and Bao, like, I mean, we talked about like who fucked who, whatever, but like, you know, guys are gonna lie about certain stuff because they don't want you to not be around those girls
that
or
they talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I mean, no, I can't. I wish I could remember, but no. So hopefully you didn't have no animosity, thinking like, oh, she's trying to be funny.
I thought you were
like,
trying to be funny, but like I don't take
No.
stuff personal because I know how it is because I don't play about my nigga.
Right.
Or like if a bitch doing something funny, I'm gonna add my nigga and be like, this the goofy ass bitches you talk to? Because I'm
I
like,
would
that's how I
not.
am.
I would
I don't
not.
play.
I would not. Like, if it was that serious to me, I probably would have DM'd it to him, like, oh, whatever. But he ain't said nothing. I ain't know.
Well, I mean, we're cool. Like,
Yeah,
that's my
yeah,
homeboy.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was never nothing like.
No, I'm.
But you know, I'm a girl too, and I'm fighting over dick too. I don't care.
Period.
So, period.
At that point in my life, girl,
You was
that
fighting over dick,
man,
too.
I was what? That was my husband in my mind.
And
like,
was?
we was getting married. That's what I heard him say. We was gonna get married.
Girl, you know a lot of these like celebrity men are narcissists, girl.
Yeah.
So now we're about to get into the tea.
Mm-hmm.
What did Glorilla say about the tea? Because I couldn't even remember the line on my last podcast.
Dang.
Because they trying to get the tea.
Oh, I keep
What
the
she
mug
said?
up on my face like I'm trying to get the tea. I know these
That's
bitches
what
trying
she
to get
said?
the tea. It's something like that.
Okay,
If
it's
somebody
cool, though.
asked me a song and like lyric for $1 million, I would probably not get it.
Girl, but like I'm a music head. Like you
Right.
ask me any Lil Baby song, I know the lyrics. Any Meek Mill song, I know the lyrics.
I don't.
I love music. Okay.
I'm an R&B
Okay.
gal myself, so.
So where did the name Kiyomi come from? Is that like your real name or is like Leslie your real name? Because I thought Leslie was your last name or like your middle name.
No, Leslie is my real name, my first name. Kiyomi, it means pure beauty in Japanese. And
Ooh, that's cute.
Yeah, like I was really big into that culture, like Japanese culture. I have a geisha girl on my thigh. I just love it. It was cute at the time. Now I feel like I started a movement because it's a whole bunch of Kiyomis now. When I first got that name for myself, which was maybe back in 2012, I looked it up and I was like, okay, there's not a lot of girls named Kiyomi.
That's a very, very, very pretty name. Like I really thought that was your real name. I was like, wow, I really like that. Yeah, so do most people call you Kiyomi now?
Yes, like even
How do you
my
feel
mother.
about that? Really? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about it? Like, do you just be like, okay, whatever, that's my name?
Yeah, I don't care. Like when my mom used to come with me to sets and like video sets and stuff, I used to tell her like, you have to call me Kiyomi.
Right.
Because it's kind of like, okay, Future, you're calling Future Navadius on set. It's like
I thought it was Nadavius. Did I say it wrong?
Nadavius?
Girl,
I
that's
think
a-
it's Navadius.
Navadius or Nadavius?
I don't know.
What y'all think? Is it Navadius? Nadavius? And I'm a huge fan of Moneybagg Yo.
Okay.
And I want to know.
Oh my God.
I want to know if
Oh my God.
Moneybagg's song Yomi was about you.
I don't know. He said it was about his unborn child with Ari, right? That's what he said. But I did a music video for Moneybagg, so that was cool.
Wait. Oh, I'm gonna ask the question again. I'm gonna ask the
I
question
answered
again.
it to my best ability.
Okay, but like I have to comprehend it to my best ability.
Okay.
Okay, so Moneybagg got a song called Yomi.
Right.
Was he talking?
So does Fetty Wap.
But you used to talk to him, right?
No, we were friends.
Okay, so Moneybagg got a song named Yomi, and you was in. Were you in that music video?
No. I wasn't in that video.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you straight up, cause I'm a real bitch. Did you talk to Moneybagg Yo?
No.
You know, like I went to college, right? And I got a degree in communications.
Okay.
But you know, psychology was my favorite class. And when you ask somebody a question, they look to the left and mean they lying.
I was looking into the camera.
And you did say that you would rather be a liar than a thief, but we're not gonna go there. It's cool.
That is true. I did say that.
Okay.
But in this case, nah. Like, I don't lie on my
Y'all
cat.
see how she did it again? It's okay, girl. We'll skip it. We'll go to the next question.
I don't lie on my cat. Like, I never slept with him.
No, I'm not asking if you slept with him. I just asked if you used to talk to him or you used to fuck with him. Like, was that ever your nigga? Like,
No,
or your
we did a
boo?
music video together. That's it.
Okay.
Shout out to Moneybagg though.
Shout out to Moneybagg though.
No,
I'm a
period,
huge fan.
period.
When was your first TV debut? Like, have you ever been on TV, like a commercial or anything before reality TV?
Yes, I was on a bunch of like movies, but I was an extra, like Survivor's Remorse. I did a couple of scenes there. That's really it. Music videos, but that was like my first debut.
So like, did you have like dreams of being an actress? Like, is that still one of your goals? I could see that for you.
Yes, that was my grandmother. I would say this all the time. Like, she saw in me something different for myself. Like, I kind of moved to Atlanta off like just being young and wanting that fast life, but she always saw like the good girl, the Leslie, and I say I have two personalities, but and that's when I wanted to be an actress, but then I just got into the music industry, so it became the urban model instead of the mainstream.
I get it. Okay, so let's talk about music and your music career.
Okay.
Are you still like an artist? Is that still one of your passions? Like, how did you get into music?
Music has always been a passion of mine. I just took a break because having a kid, for me, it mentally changed me. Like, something in my mind was just different.
Oh my God, everyone says that.
Yeah, and it's a real thing. Like, I don't think enough people talk about it, but once I had my son, I like was just like, what do I do? And so I took a break from everything because I didn't know who I was. I was trying to find the new me. Like, I couldn't party with my same friends because they don't have kids. I couldn't, go to the studio because, like, who's going to watch my son? So it was harder. So I do love music, and I was just in the studio last night. I did put out a song called Work It. That's on YouTube, streaming now.
Period.
But, yeah, so music is still my heart. I just had to focus on being a mom and being the best mom that I could be.
So your lyrics. I listened to like one of your songs. Is it like real rap or is it cap? Like, cause girl, you nasty.
What? I don't put a cap in my rap.
Oh, you and Des Dior, and she was just like, she puts a lot of things in her rap that haven't happened yet because she's trying to manifest it.
Right.
So I'm saying, like, do you rap mostly on experiences or experiences, or is it stuff that you want to accomplish?
So, okay, when I first started, like, writing, I was writing from experience. I can say that, like, and one of the things that I did appreciate when I was dating Bao is when I dated him, he was like, I'm going to take you here, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to show you around, because when you write, you'll have more experiences to write about, like taking me to Jordan's house for a party, like, those are experiences. He's like, nobody else can talk about stuff like that but you. So, it was different for me. So I think now that I write, like Des said, manifestation is real, and sometimes we do talk things into existence through our rap. Because I think one rap, I said, I got to bust down Rolly because my time expensive. And at the time, I didn't have that Rolly.
I'm screaming.
I didn't have that Rolly. But
now
then
you do.
I got that Rolly because my time is expensive.
Period. Do you think it's difficult pursuing music after dating a rapper?
I mean, it's easy and hard. I think hard because people don't take me serious, because I started out on Instagram and I'm a model and this and that. So they're like, oh, okay, no, we're not going to take her serious. But at the same time, I feel like easy because, like, I did date a rapper and we did have a song together, but, with toxic relationships comes things. But, yeah, it's easy, hard, in the middle.
No, I feel that. So are there any, like, artists in Atlanta that you just, like, want to link up with, or that you have linked up with for, like, collabs or features?
I said I wanted to link up with, like, Suki.
I love Suki.
Right, I do love
We trying
Suki.
to get Suki, if you're watching this,
If
bitch,
you're watching, sis,
we need you on the podcast. Just saying.
Come through. It's a good vibe. But no, I like I like ratchet shit. Like, I'm classy, look bougie, but I really love a good ratchet.
Me too.
Like, turn up. So I wanted to do like
I
a
love
ratchet
Hole
girl
in the Walls.
anthem, like
Yeah.
with like kind of like do you remember the song Ladies Night? I wanted to do
How
something
it go?
like Ladies Night with oh, this is Ladies
Oh, like
Night
a what is it called? A sample.
with Mary J
Yeah.
and Lil Kim. It was like all of them. Oh,
Yeah,
what
I
a
remember
night.
that.
Like, I wanted to do something like that, but with like a bunch of female rappers.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a really, really dope idea. Like, who are your favorite producers to work with? Like, do you work with any big names, or is it just all people that you know that are close
right
to?
now, it's not been any big names. But Hitmaker, I would love to work with him. I've been procrastinating. He told me to send him some of my music to him, but I'm procrastinating. You know what? It's crazy. Like, the song, what is that song with the City Girls on it? With Leighton Green. What is the name of that song? Like, I went to the studio one time, and Hitmaker was like, I want you to rap this part. And I think it was Carisha's part that he was doing. And then I'm like, oh my God, that's the song. Like,
Oh, okay.
So I thought it was cute.
That was cute.
Yeah.
So who's your dream collab?
With the artist or producer?
Because mine is Lil Baby. As soon as
No, he get 200 in a case.
oh yeah, as soon as I get that, I was gonna say 150,000, but as soon as I get that 200,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just to give away.
For sure.
I'm giving it to Lil Baby because I need that feature.
For sure.
How you feel? Who's your dream collab?
I don't know.
Nicki or Cardi?
Both of them would be fire. And I think,
Drake.
ooh, Drake is fire. Yeah.
I feel like anything Drake put his name on, go
Gonna
go.
crazy.
Yeah. But like, you know, Lil Baby is like the rapper of our time too, though. I
Right.
feel like anything he put his name on gonna go too.
Right. But I feel like the dream artist is kind of like based on what you do, rap or whatnot, and your vibe. Like, Baby is gonna make it go crazy. Like, yeah, I'm already speaking that in existence. Like, when
As soon as you got that 200K to give away, bitch, you know where to give it to. Okay, so
you're
you're
gonna fuck with me off GP.
right. I ain't got no GP.
GP.
I ain't got no GP.
GP.
I'm working on my GP. But I mean, I'm the type of person, like, I mean, I just started doing music. I've only been doing music a year. I have a publishing deal in the works with Artist Publishing Group, which is like super dope for me to only have been in music for a year. I got the Soulja Boy feature that we paid for.
Right.
Paid for it, bitch.
With money.
With money.
Not coochie.
Not coochie.
Let's be clear.
So, like, I'm really, really into music, but I don't know if I want to be an artist. I mean, I am an artist, but I don't know if I want to be like a big time famous Cardi B,
You
Nicki
can
Minaj.
still make money like being an
I'm
artist
into
at
sync.
all. Yeah.
Like, I got put onto Sync Music. That's the music that comes on like behind video games and like
Oh,
NBA
yeah,
2K
yeah.
and the music that comes on to TV shows. Like,
That's where the
that's
money
a big
is.
bag.
Yeah.
Back to you. Okay, so you used to be a Wild 'N Out girl, right?
Yes.
Me too.
Okay, look.
How
I feel
it-
like all the girls
All
who
the
are
girls was-
bad, like Nick Cannon got an eye.
He do. But how was
And
your...
not just a wandering eye, but
I love Nick Cannon. Shout out to Nick Cannon. He's like a great boss. Very personable, very respectful, very professional. I wanted to do because, like you said, all the bad bitches been a while. Okay, so if Nick Cannon tried to recruit you to be baby mama number 10, is it 10?
I think it's like
wait,
13.
it's 7.
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
You sure? I think it's 12. I think he just had some more.
Oh, child 12, baby
Yeah.
mama 7.
Baby mom said,
Would it be a yes or a no for you?
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, Nick Cannon, like, he gotta be a good dad. He in all the pictures. He showing up to all the baby showers. Like, when you level it out, like, my baby daddy is a good baby daddy too, so I'm not gonna shit on that. But
Yeah.
like, when you think about, like, it's a bunch of girls who have a non-existent baby daddy, so why not go sign up for a good baby daddy? Like, but I don't know. I mean, solely for me to decide that, it would kind of be based off of our relationship. Like, if we were good together, because if you're not going to be good together, like, if I'm going to hate you, I don't want to have a baby by you.
Right.
Like, I could have had a bunch of babies by now. You know, niggas be trying to get the fine girls pregnant.
They
Like,
do, so they can lock you down. And
Right.
You want to know something interesting? This is an interesting fact about me. I just started fucking niggas raw, like at my big age.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a good thing, though.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, messing with you raw unless you're my man, like my man.
I'm saying, like, at my big age.
Yeah.
Like, people always be like, oh, why you never had a kid? Like, are you okay? Can you have kids? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But, like, I literally just started fucking niggas raw.
But my thing is this.
Because I be scared.
It is
And
a
I've
lot of
been
shit
scared.
going on out here, and that's a good way to be. But my thing is, why are people trying to force a kid on you? I don't think that you should have a child unless you're ready.
Right.
Like, me and my baby father were together 3 years, and in that 3 years, we then had a child.
Okay.
So it's like, and the first, like, year of our relationship, we were, like, protection. It wasn't until, like, after that
Bro, there's so many niggas that be looking at me fucking silly when I'm like,
put a condom on.
they be like,
I'm clean. Are you? Yes. And that's what I want to keep it.
period. But that's another subject. Okay.
Right.
So there has been a lot going on in the media about domestic violence situation with Bow Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's y'all's temperature? Like, are y'all cool? Have y'all talked about it? Like, have you not spoken to him since? Because that was a big thing.
For sure it was.
Yeah.
You know what? Should I tell my story? Should I tell it? Should
I
I tell it?
we're here to talk.
I actually went to Magic City, and when we were in Magic City, I saw him, and he saw me, obviously, because he had a waitress come over to me and, like, tell her to come over here. Yeah, and I'm like, what? It was weird. Yeah, so we reconciled.
Well, I'm glad you guys are friends. Like, I'm all
sure.
for, like, positive energy, good energy.
I mean, I don't know if we, like
Y'all not friends, but it's just,
but-
like, it's no bad blood. But see, for me, like, I'm a forgiver, but, like, I'm not a forgetter. Like, I'm going to always forever hold a grudge for anybody that ever played me.
For sure.
I'm going to forgive you, but, like, it's never going to be all good.
For sure. I think for me, it was about healing. Now, if you were talking to me like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I wouldn't be the same person that I am today. Like, I was literally crying every time you asked me a question. I was bad-mouthing this man. I was like F him, it's up and stuck. Like, but at this point in my life, like, having a kid, and you see how life is not permanent, like, I can't hold a grudge for the rest of my life. Like, I have to forgive somebody, even if, you know, I never got the sorry that I wanted or whatever the case may be. I always have to forgive somebody for myself so that I can heal and let it go.
How was jail? Because you mentioned that if you never would have went to jail, you and Bow Wow would still be together.
It was, I mean, now I said fame comes with the perks, like, you know, so it was cool. They didn't treat us bad. Literally, we didn't even stay in there that long. Like, I was out within a few hours.
So you still feel like if you never would have went to jail, would y'all still be together, or you feel like it would have been over by now?
Part of being in a domestic violence relationship, and I say this because I know there are women who watch and they look up to, like, influencers or public figures. So I would say that in the space that I was mentally, like, I was in love. Like, I was
I know the feeling.
Love. Like, my heart was, and my soul was into this man. So I truly believe that the space that I was in, like, it would have been us back together. It would have been, because that wasn't the first time. It was just the first time that it went that serious.
Right.
And so, and I had gone back, and they say, you know, when you are in those type of relationships, that it takes about 7 to 10 times in order to leave. Yeah, some women go back, and the sad part is they don't take you serious.
I be trying to tell my, like, because I'm in my 30s, but I be trying to tell, like, my little young friends, like, don't ever break up with your nigga until you really done.
Right.
Because if you keep going back, it's going to keep getting worse.
Right.
Because he's going to think you're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
And he's not going to take you serious. So just stay with the nigga until you really, truly is done.
Now, I don't...
Until you're done.
It's kind of hard to say stay, because, I mean, the times that I did leave, and then I went back.
But I feel like the girls be breaking up with their niggas because, oh, it's a bitch in your phone, I'm done with you. Oh, you didn't answer your phone at 1 in the morning and I know you wasn't asleep, I'm done with you. Like, come on.
I think when you deal with celebrity men, there are things that you have to expect that come with it. For me, I feel like honesty is the best policy for me, because if I'm rocking with you, then
It
I'm
don't even
rocking
matter.
with you. Yeah, like
just
how
tell
I
me.
feel, like me going through his phone and still being on Wildin' Out and seeing some of the girls in his DMs, and they know me. Like, everybody knew. So it's kind of like, okay,
Next.
yeah, like, I'm still here, and that was
Yeah.
the point that we were trying to get to, and that's what caused a lot of the issues that we had, like, about not being honest.
Yeah.
And so, like, for me, I just feel like we needed to go to jail because we needed that break. The judge required us not to have any contact. And I think that was a wise decision because even when I was, like, talking to my family, they was just like, y'all just need to separate, just leave, just because y'all gonna be right back in each other's face and you calling the police. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm tired of this. I'm tired. I'm calling
screaming.
the police. So, yeah.
Okay, so just because I did my research, were you ever a dancer? Did you ever used to strip?
Yeah.
Like, do you have any horror stories from that?
Yes. I used to work at Cheetah, and I would cry, like, every night. Like, even when I first started dancing. Okay, so when I first started dancing, I dated girls for, like, 6 years. So I was, like, not, like, fake gay. I was, like...
Real gay.
Real gay. Like, I did not talk to guys at all. So I used to cry, like, a lot because I wasn't used to being physically touched by men, and it made me feel, like, disgusted. Like, that they were touching on me and being able to grab me, and I wasn't used to it. So I would cry. And then, like, I remember counting my money, and I was just like, oh, this is a lot of money. Like,
You was like,
I wiped my tears real fast, and I got into the habit of it. And then it was just like me selling dreams. Like, yes, I'm from here, I'm from there. Like,
I'm from Alaska.
Yeah, like, what? I lived in Puerto Rico. I got this tan. We used to get spray tanned in Cheetah. I would tell the man yes, I just got back from Maldives, and this tan
You got
is
to
from
make up a
there.
whole new life.
Every night.
Girl, let me tell you about my stripper story. So, I'm the oldest of 7, and my 2 younger sisters are dancers, or used to be dancers. I ain't talked to them in a minute, so I don't know what they do with their life.
Okay.
But they were dancers, and like, I always felt like my sisters were the person I couldn't be. I was like the golden child of my family. Like, I went to high school, graduated at 17, went to college, graduated at 22.
Oh, okay.
So I have a degree. Then I went off and was a reality TV star. I've been on TV since I was 18. So, like, everybody looks at me like, oh, like the golden child.
Right.
But I've always, like, kind of like, I don't want to say envied, but I've always been, like, kind of like jealous of my sisters because, like, they got to live a life that I never got to live.
Right.
And so they were both strippers. So I remember one time I was like, you know what, fuck this shit. Like, I'm about to try this shit. Like, I want to be a stripper.
Oh, my God. Now,
So,
tell me how that went.
Girl, so I got my older sister, not my older sister, she's my younger sister, but she's the oldest of my younger sisters. I grabbed my sister, I was like, sister, I want to dance. Like, I'm just going to pull up to the club, I'm going to walk in. So me and my sister go to the dance store. She picked me out some shoes, she picked me out an outfit, bitch. I drop her back off at home. I'm drunk as fuck because that's the only way I was going to be able to do it. I pull up to the strip club. I walk in. The manager meets me at the front. He was like, oh, you're really pretty. I was like, thank you. Girl, he giving me a tour of the strip club. He take me to the back room. He was like, you know, these are the VIP rooms. And he was like, sometimes we have undercover cops. There's no giving head. There's no having sex back here. I'm like 23. And like.
So you thinking, like, does that even happen?
Mind you, like, I'm a whole, like, girl next door, schoolgirl, college degree, smart
I was
geek.
her.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, my God, like. Because I always heard, like, that's how you make the most money, like, in the VIP. I'm like, well, if they not sucking and fucking back here, like.
What are they doing?
What are they doing? And so I'm like, I'm just, you know, working up the nerves. And the man was like, okay, I need you to come back at 7 tonight. So I'm like, I'm going to come back. Girl, this was after I was on reality TV because Bad Girls Club didn't pay us no money, bitch.
Right.
We was making $500 a week.
Ooh, child. Chill.
A week. So I'm walking at the strip club, and this man was like, hey. I was like, hey. He was like, I know you. He was like, you that girl from Bad Girls Club. Bitch, I never came back to that club ever again because they wasn't about to embarrass me up in there. Like, imagine, like, being on TV and then having to go back and strip. I was like, this ain't for me. I'm about to make another way, bitch.
Right.
So, yeah, that was my stripper horror story. I can't even dance anyway. I can't twerk to save my life.
It was a lot. Like, people would come in with cocaine, and they would, like, put it on the table, like, and be like, oh, do you want to do it? And do a line? And I'm like, no, I don't. I've had guys proposition, like, and that's one of the things that one of the reasons why I prayed so hard to get out of the strip club is because it was just a toxic environment for a young woman to be in. Like, it can make you question yourself, like getting rejected by guys every night, or a man telling you, oh, I wish you were a bit thicker, or I wish you had boobs like this, or whatever. Like, it can make you question yourself. So it was a horror story in itself to work there.
Okay, so I have another question, sis. It's a this or that. I know this is way past this or that, but I gotta get into it. Athletes or rappers?
Both of them.
You get one.
Gosh. I say athletes.
Okay, so since you said athletes,
Oh
we're
my
gonna talk
God.
about your NFL baby daddy.
Oh.
Okay, so I've dated a lot of athletes in my day. That used to be my thing, and I don't know why like athletes have always been attracted to me.
I feel like they're more personable.
They're more personable.
Rappers, they just
they
wanna,
have
like-
benefits.
Yeah.
Like they get like insurance. Like I talked about this on another episode. But the reason that I've always been into athletes is because I like their work ethic. Like I like a man that wakes up every day, like that is healthy, that looks good, that has some type of work ethic.
I love
because
a nice body.
I love a nice body, and like I love people that have like dreams, goals, and ambitions. And at a point in my life, like I could never see like a rapper really caring about his health or having insurance. Like I used to talk.
You'd be surprised though, because I know some that are like.
Girl, I
healthy.
used to talk to this nigga, and he a big wig, and I'm not gonna say no names.
Okay.
And he got kids, but when I'm talking about a big wig, I'm talking about big wig, like big wig. I want to say name, but I'm not, because I'm not no snitch. But this nigga didn't even have a will, and you got kids, and you worth a whole bunch of money.
Right.
And like I'm sitting back here, like nigga, you don't have no will.
But I think that's something that comes with the black community. Not a lot of black people have wills, and they think that far
Baby,
ahead.
you got. Like, baby, you worth a lot of money. Like,
so as a woman, that's where you come in, babe. This is why you should have a will. You supposed to teach
I
him.
said that, but I'm just like in my head, like you are who you are.
Right.
Like, where your manager? Where the people? Where your friends?
Right.
Like, how you don't got a will? Like, you in this rapper industry lifestyle, somebody could pop you tomorrow.
Right.
And all your money going where?
Right, and they don't care though. Like not the rappers in general.
Yeah.
I'm saying the people around them. They just want the perks.
Hate to see it, but back to your baby dad. How's having an NFL player baby daddy?
You said, how is it?
How is it? Like, how is Justin? Like, is he cool? Y'all good? Like, are you guys still together? Like, what's tea?
I'm mingling.
Single and mingling?
Yes, single and mingling.
Really? How you feel about that?
No, I'm not single and mingling. I'm mingling though. I'm doing me. We are co-parenting. That's what we're doing, and trying to do that to the best of our ability.
Like, just to be nosy, why didn't it work? Like, I was happy for you. I was like, okay, sis, okay, because after Bow Wow, like, I mean, I follow you on social media. I followed you on social media for years, and I love to see a bitch like elevate after a bad nigga. And not to say Bow Wow is a bad person, but I'm saying like, okay,
situation,
sis, like after a bad situation, I love to see a bitch like come out on top. So I was happy for you.
I don't know. I think I'm really like not fucking with him right now, so
That's
what it is.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah,
But that's
my baby daddy.
Yeah, but that's why I love tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's always up tomorrow. Like it can always change. But I think having a kid is hard for women and men, and I think that once you have a child, you really get to see who a person is and how they are. And I think that you don't really know a person until you have a child with them, because y'all could be all good, but then like things like responsibility and that type of thing come into play, because it's like being an athlete, he's always away.
But do you think things were better before the baby? Because they say like, I feel like it's like a curse. Like a lot of people be like, oh, all things be good until the baby, and then it just all goes downhill.
Yeah, I feel like it was, because I feel like we were able to do a lot of things together, like as far as go out, go on vacation, like find ways to get to know each other more. But now it's like we have to include another person, which is my son, and I love him to death. He's so handsome. But yeah, it's different. So it's learning and understanding. And I do think that every relationship has its ups and its downs. But I don't know. You just got to work your way, feel your way.
Okay, so since you're a mother now, you say you're doing your little thug thizzle outside. How's it dating as a mother? Like, is that it? Do guys be like, do you got kids? Or like,
I think
like,
guys love you more.
You think so?
Yes. My DMs prove it.
Love to see it.
Yes.
I'm just getting notes from all
because
of my
we live in this generation where it's hard to tell if you're a woman or not. So I think guys love you more when they can see like, oh, she is with child, like she is a woman.
She's a real woman.
A real, like, not, it's nothing against any other,
Yeah.
but it's just like, I feel like it's easier because I saw something where a guy was like, well, I couldn't tell, and I think the best way to tell is like,
if you have a kid. But you know, the like LGBTQ community,
right.
A lot of them have kids. Like,
but like, do you have a picture with a belly?
Yes, because no.
And I'm saying you're trans, like.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Have you? I ain't never seen no trans.
No, I don't really think niggas be thinking that deep because a lot of these niggas like trannies, and that's the real tea.
And that's the thing, but like.
A lot of these niggas like trans women.
Yeah.
And that's the tea.
Yes.
What porn do you like? Just curious.
What kind of porn?
Yeah, because honestly,
big
like,
booty Latinas.
Really, I like tranny porn. Is that weird? Because it's like, I feel like regular sex does nothing for me. Like watching a guy and a girl fuck like regular, I'm like, okay, I could do this. And then watching
I like hearing it more.
Like,
than I
right.
Like seeing it.
Watching two girls fuck, I'm like, I could do this. But when you're watching a trans woman fuck somebody, it's like, I can't do this. Like, I can't have a dick and titties. It's like the best of both worlds.
No,
and I feel like this is different. Like,
I don't think I can watch that. I mean, I've never watched it, but
try
I don't
it.
think
It's the first time for everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it.
Okay.
Also, like aggressive sex. Because
Me too. I was just talking about this on my last episode.
Yeah.
I love aggressive sex.
Yeah.
I've had sex with guys and they'll be like, I would have never thought like this was you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this is me.
Because I feel like I'm in charge all the time, and like what I secretly crave is to be submissive, somebody to take control.
Yes, amen.
Like,
look,
shut up, be quiet.
Twin. Yeah.
Yes.
That's me. Okay, twin.
Yes.
Period. Okay, so how long should you wait to have sex with somebody after like starting to talk to them? Because I've had one night stands and I've made a nigga wait like longer than 90 days.
I feel like politically correct. I know there's young girls. I feel as though you should wait until you're ready. And I think as women, we don't vet guys enough to know if they're even here for us or they're here for sex. And don't get me wrong, some women can just be here for sex too. Because like you said, we've had one night stands. I'm putting because I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've had a one night stand once, and that was like for a birthday, like as a bucket list thing. But I've also had like...
I've had guys that I've had sex with, honestly, and never talked to them again. I've had guys that I've had sex with, I will literally get up, put on my panties like I'm a nigga and be about my business.
I'm a little softy. Like, for me, sex is like, I really gotta have some liking to you to, like, have sex with you. Like, and I want to kind of talk so I can kind of get the gist of that. But in this microwave generation that we live in now, like, some guys are like, I don't want to talk, I don't want to do nothing, just beat you to the mattress as soon as you get in. And that's not my vibe. So sometimes, I mean, I miss out on opportunities, but I just feel like, okay, that wasn't for me. But I do think that women should wait until they're ready. Like, don't be forced to feel like you got to have sex with a man on the first date, but also don't feel like you got to keep him waiting for 6 months for him to look at you as a good woman, because at the end of the day, a man who wants you is going to want you. Like, you know, like, I had sex with Bao first day. I mean, well, first in, like, chilling thing. We had met a couple of times, but, like, the first time we actually chilled, it was
How
that.
was that?
Huh?
How was it?
It was good. I always say that. Like, I always...
You miss props.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I like my ass ate. So.
Do you like to eat ass?
No. I've never done that. I like my toes sucked. I like my ass ate. I like men who are really into sex. Like, who are really...
Like, know what they doing.
Yeah, they know what they doing.
Yeah. Not on a time. Would you ever talk to a nigga that your homegirl dated? Like, what if it was like 7 years ago, 8 years ago?
Oh, why you hitting on this topic? Like, thank God
because
you
I
are
want
talking
to know
about it tonight.
Because I feel like, no shade, but that's like something that white people do. Like, white people will like switch out and trade their boyfriends and be like, oh, Becky, like, you can have David now. Like, I don't want him anymore.
Right.
And then they'll just be like one big happy family.
Right.
I'm not fucking with no bitch that used to fuck with no nigga that I
right.
Wait, no, I'm not going to.
Right, because some girls talk to everybody.
Really used to fuck with, like, my nigga.
Right.
I'm not fucking with you. If it's a nigga that's for everybody,
Right.
girl, I'll put you on a nigga that's for everybody.
Right. For sure. For sure.
Oh, you want that one? Homegirls, boo. I'm not gonna say ex. Like, cause I know that we're in the industry and I feel like these niggas be really recycling the same girls.
Right.
And half the time, like, these girls be cool.
With
and
it.
it's like, no, they be cool with each other. And it's like, oh, like, you used to fuck with A, I used to fuck with A too. Like, either it's okay or then they get to unfollowing each other.
I'm not that type of friend. Like, if you know, I don't care. I would feel weird if I dated your man and me and you were cool. And when I say cool, I mean like we've hung out, we've put each other onto business opportunities.
Right. But what, cause like what's considered as a friend? Because these girls,
They
I've
use the
seen
friendship loosely. Yeah.
and heavily. Because
Yeah.
I've seen girls who are not really friends be like, you fucking my baby daddy.
And
we
you supposed
was
to be
cool.
my friend, yeah.
And then
I had a girl do that to me.
And then the person that's fucking their baby daddy be like, bitch, I only gave you a waist trainer.
Right. Right.
So, like, what's the
I think friend for me is like if we've hung out, we like I said, if we put each other onto money, like if we've been like really, and it ain't just on Instagram. Like if I've never met you in person or hung out with you in person, I don't consider you a friend. Like I consider you my Instagram friend, yes.
So
but I don't
there's
owe
this-
you any loyalty.
Yeah. Okay, so what about this? There's this girl, right? Mm-hmm. I still hate this bitch to this day, and I don't even like the nigga no more. We had a mutual friend. Her best friend was my neighbor. So there had been times where, like, we would all three hang out together, stay at the neighbor's house, or go out to clubs together, out to eat. But me and her weren't really friends,
Right.
but we were because, bitch, your best friend was my neighbor,
Right.
and that was my friend. So we in each other's face on multiple occasions every day.
Right.
The bitch started fucking my ex-boyfriend.
I think
Is
you
she
can
wrong?
be mad. I think I think that.
But that wasn't my friend, though.
it wasn't your friend, but
according
she's
to
been
her.
around you. She's been around you
And
enough
then
to
the
know who
neighbor
your
told
man
the
was.
bitch that that's Megan's nigga, and she was like,
Okay, so that's the question that needs to be answered. Like, was this a public relationship that
it
everybody would know
was.
about?
Everyone knew. We went to Super Bowl together.
Okay.
Like, I was on, it was like some, like, what is it? New York Post, WAGs of Super Bowl 50. Super public relationship.
Okay, so yeah, I would be upset because if you knew
That
I
bitch,
was with him,
that bitch lucky that I ain't ran her. Like, God be knowing what he be doing because to this day, what's his name? Deontay Water. Shout out Deontay Water. Like, I still want to beat that bitch up.
yeah.
And I ain't seen the
So
bitch
I
in
have
person.
two scenarios, and you give me your opinion.
Okay.
One scenario is a girl who I know through social media.
Mm-hmm.
She approached me about a guy who is, from what I hear, a well-known hoe. She approached me like, "Do you know him?" And I just felt like it was weird. And I try not to get into that little stuff with girls because, like, I got a whole baby daddy. Like, I'm not worried about nobody. But anyway, long story short, she ended up questioning me about him. And when I kind of, like, dismissed it, she got upset and was like, I consider you my friend and blah, blah, blah. Like, and I'm like, how are we friends? But I don't talk to him, but I'm just saying, like, you're putting 10 on 2 because, and 10 on 2 means, like, you're putting a lot on something small for no reason. And I'm like, I don't talk to this guy. I just know him from Instagram. Like, it is what it is. But you're questioning me about a hoe.
What, you know, I'm going to always think, mad at me about a bitch who fucking both of us.
But he won't
But
even
he wasn't
fucking
even fucking me.
Yeah.
Right.
He just started following me.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so what's the second scenario?
okay, the second scenario is a homegirl of mine who, I won't say her name, but anyway, she was cool with me. I brought her to my ex's house. Like, it wasn't even for, like, a long stay. It was just, like, we have to go somewhere and you're already here, so just meet me at his house and then we
Then we
leave.
can go.
So now we know the public breakup, everything. I went with her to her birthday party, blah, 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 so forth and so on. And then I find out that she's in my ex's DMs and talking to him like, oh, we're going to get married and da-da-da-da, like that type of thing.
Fuck both them hoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, fuck both of them. Because, like, what? You, like, see, some bitches be so lucky. Like, y'all just, like, God be sparing y'all. Because
Right.
I'm fighting over dick.
right. And I just feel like it's no amount of time that goes by.
That's
Like,
not
even if it's
cool.
5 years that's passed,
But I
it's
can't
still
lie.
an ex.
I have fucked with a nigga that had fucked with one of my homegirls, but it was like 8 years later. It's like, oh, that was your high school
Crush.
crush, or y'all was talking high school. like I'm grown out of college like 10 years later.
You're not talking about no high school.
But I'm saying, like,
Yeah,
that's literally happened to me. Like, this guy that used to talk to one of my homegirls, like, I didn't even know that they used to date. You know what I'm saying? And I started talking to him, like, years later.
Wow.
And then he was like, oh, you know this person? And I was like, yeah, that's my homegirl. He was like, oh, I used to date her in high school. And the homegirl was not even tripping. You know? I didn't even know. But
I mean,
like,
some girls are cool about that because they just know, they understand it. But at the end of the day, like, I don't think if I brought you around into my house, into my home, like, it's going to always be 10 on 2. Because now I'm going to think that you're going to want any of my exes.
I get it. Okay, girl, we got to wrap this segment. Okay. I know we get in, like, I really wish you could come back for another episode because, like.
Yes, I'll be back.
I had to skip some questions, but it's been a really, really good interview. But this is my last question. It's back to this or that. I don't know why I'm stuck on that game today, but I have to know. Okay. Bald eagle, coochie. Mm-hmm. Or hairy jungle, coochie. Or you got landing strip.
A landing strip for me.
Like, what is the point of a landing strip?
I used to dance and
niggas like that shit?
Like when I used to work in Cheetah, that's when a guy really told me because I was like bald. Like I used to go get it shaved all the way down, wax, whatever. Mm-hmm. And we were doing a private dance and you know, you could stand on the tables and everything. And he was just like, come sit with me and let's talk. And so I started talking to him, and he was just like, I'm so attracted to you, but there's something, like, and this was a customer, like, we have customers that come in for us all the time. So he was just like, I'm so interested in you, like, you're such a beautiful girl, but I can't help the fact that you look really young. And on top of you looking really young, you have no hair on your vagina, so it makes me feel weird to see, like, it makes me think that you're a child. Like,
I kind of feel like that with niggas. Like, I don't like niggas that have bald dicks.
Yeah.
Like, it don't gotta...
I like that, though, because I gotta look at it, like...
Wait, it don't have to be, like...
So you want to suck a dick with a bunch of hair hitting you in the face?
It don't have to be a bunch of hair. I'm like...
Like, so you like this and the hair is just like, you like...
It can be trimmed. Like, you know how, like... See, I'm obsessed with niggas' haircuts.
When it's clean, I be like,
I know,
like all
no,
this.
I need like
I like it bald.
I'm into like haircuts, right? So you like when you get a nigga getting a haircut, that you can get a 1 or 2, like a bald fade. Like I know what a haircut is. Like I could do like a 1. Like you could just take the raise, like the clippers and just
get the top.
Just get the I don't want to see no bald 12-year-old penis. Like you're a grown ass man. Like. It don't gotta be like hairy bush dick. Yeah. But like I need you to grow like
a little bit.
A centimeter.
And yeah, see, that's what the guy told me. And then once
I feel like as a woman it's different because it's just like when you look at a grown man, like I feel like an adolescent versus a grown man is the beard, it's the puberty. I feel like with girls, it's like, oh, she got some titties, like she grown. Right. Not like what type of hair on your coochie. But guys are weird.
When I took that, like most of the younger men who I date, they're like, oh, I would like it like this. And I'm like, I think it takes a lot of upkeep on your cootie cat for you to shave or wax a landing strip like that. I take honor in that because it's like, that's an upkeep. Like it's easy to just shave it all the way off, but to sit there and just like, shave one side, shave the other side, shave the lips. Like, it's not all the way down. Like,
it's just at the top, like a little triangle.
Yeah, just like a little.
I'm going to try that one day, and I'm
cute for me.
Yeah, I'm going to bust it open and see what somebody's saying.
Mm-hmm. They might like it.
Yeah, because the niggas I be fucking with, they be like, some niggas really don't care. Have you ever had a nigga that preferred a hairy vagina?
No, because I've never, like, had a hairy one, so I can't say that they...
But, you know, like, some niggas would be like, oh... I don't know. Like, some days, I wax, so you have to let it grow back a certain length before you can go again. Some niggas be like, shit, I don't care, we grown. And some niggas would be like, no, thank you.
I think that, like, before I was, like, in a relationship, like, sometimes, you know, when you're, like, when I'm out there, I'm in the streets. But
so
when
I was keeping it right.
Yeah, I was keeping it.
You're comfortable.
Yeah, but when you get in a relationship, like you said, when you
day.
get waxed, then you're trying to let it grow out. Like, I'd be like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not waxed. And then he'd be like, I don't care.
Right.
Like, but I'm pretty sure, like, if it was like somebody who he wasn't dating, then it's like, I'm not putting my mouth on that.
Okay.
Something that my neighbor made.
I understand. Okay, you guys, we're coming to the end of the episode. Actually, this is a motherfucking wrap. We killed it.
What's good? This your girl, Kiyomi Leslie, and you are now tuned into the Hollywood Group Chat podcast on Now That's TV.
Period.
Okay, this your girl Kiyomi Leslie, and you can find me on Instagram at KIYOMI Leslie, and on Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, all that, Kiyomi Leslie. I actually went to Magic City, and when we were in Magic City, I saw him, and he saw me, obviously, because he had a waitress come over to me and, like, tell her to come over here. Yeah, and I'm like, what? It was weird. Yeah, so we reconciled.
Well, I'm glad you guys are friends. Like, I'm all
sure.
for, like, positive energy, good energy.
I mean, I don't know if we, like
Like, y'all not friends, but it's just, like,
but
it's no bad blood. But see, for me, like, I'm a forgiver, but, like, I'm not a forgetter. Like, I'm going to always forever hold a grudge for anybody that ever played me.
For sure.
I'm going to forgive you, but, like, it's never going to be all good.
For sure. I think for me, it was about healing. Now, if you were talking to me like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I wouldn't be the same person that I am today. Like, I was literally crying every time you asked me a question. I was bad-mouthing this man. I was like F him, it's up and stuck. Like, but at this point in my life, like having a kid, and you see how life is not permanent. Like, I can't hold a grudge for the rest of my life. Like, I have to forgive somebody, even if, you know, I never got the sorry that I wanted or whatever the case may be. I always have to forgive somebody for myself so that I can heal and let it go.
Right. So how was jail? Because you mentioned that if you never would have went to jail, you and Bow Wow would still be together. I ain't never been to jail. That's one of my biggest fears because I'm claustrophobic. Bitch, if the elevator take too long to start moving, I'm about to pass out.
Right.
So I wouldn't make it in jail.
It was, I mean, now I said fame comes with the perks, like, you know, so it was cool. They didn't treat me bad. Literally, we didn't even stay in there that long. Like, I was out within a few hours.
So you still feel like if you never would have went to jail, would y'all still be together, or you feel like it would have been over by now?
Part of being in a domestic violence relationship, and I say this because I know there are women who watch and they look up to, like, influencers or public figures. So I would say that in the space that I was mentally, like, I was in love. Like, I was
I know the feeling.
Love. Like, my heart was, and my soul was into this man. So I truly believe that the space that I was in, like, it would have been us back together. It would have been, because that wasn't the first time. It was just the first time that it went that serious.
Right.
And so, and I had gone back, and they say, you know, when you are in those type of relationships, that it takes about 7 to 10 times in order to leave. Yeah, some women go back, and the sad part is they don't take you serious. The more you go back,